sure is a pretty day. I feel like a chocolate. Oh look, an eagle feather. Yep, now we got that little Willie Jeep from the crash glider. We wouldn't have to walk all the way to German land.
What did you have for lunch, Ollie?
Liverwurst.
I had liverwurst too.
So did I.
Americans! Schnell, schnell!
Golly, the way the land was getting rougher, we thought there was a chance we lost Jerry's big old half-track. At least, that's the way it looked.
Good shot, Mueller.
Ja, Sergeant Merton. Right on the hubcap.
What happened? Ach, Scheiße, here comes Lieutenant Schnosenbraun to take all that credit.
Lieutenant Schnorsbraun.
Yeah, Private?
The Americans are still alive.
Good. We can take them with us for questioning.
And that's how me and Bub and Lieutenant Dan got to be POWs. It was such a long and bumpy ride. And even though we only rode it for a short time, I sure missed our little Willie. But I didn't hold it against Jerry's buddies for knocking out our little Willie. After all, Jimmy Ryan knocked out their other half-track. And like my mama always says,
what goes around comes around, Forrest.
Late that afternoon, we got to stop a while, even if it was at a hospital.
Honestly, Herr Doctor, it really does hurt when I do this.
When we got thrown out of Little Willie, me and Bubba landed on our heads, so we wasn't much different than normal. But Lieutenant Dan was still as idle as a caged jackrabbit.
Now, Lieutenant, say ah.
What?
Say hi, Hitler.
What?
Whilst Lieutenant Dan was being fixed up, me and Bubba was allowed to wait outside.
Reggie, mein sweetheart!
Oh, Heinz! Thank God you're still alive!
And as I watched the two sweethearts, I got to thinking yet again about my own girl back home. About where she was, what she was doing, right this minute.
Hi there, crazy cat.
Crazy cat.
I'm Jack Kerouac. I've just been dishonorably discharged from the U.S. Navy.
Hi, Jack. I'm Jenny Curran. I'm working my way through college. Why were you so dishonorably discharged, Jack?
Kerouac, why aren't you at your post?
It's those guns, Commander. They sound like a volcano and they kill people. Please, sir, stop it. It's like real uncool. Dick?
Yes, Kerouac, but I dig them guns. So I think you ought to see the ship's doctor again.
So, Crazy Cat, that's like why I'm here.
In a graveyard?
I'm sponging up the inspiration. Also, I'm trying to dig why such a pretty chick like you would be walking this way.
This is a place I always come when I'm unhappy.
So, baby, why so blue?
I just found out my guy's missing in action somewhere in Normandy, France. And it seems so futile.
Yeah, baby, I sure do agree. But to cheer you up, maybe you can come back to my studio apartment and I'll read you some of my poetry.
Gee, Jack, I don't know. You sure your mother won't mind?
Yep, one thing was certain. I sure wished I was back home with Johnny. As soon as the crowd doctor said we was okay to keep moving, that's what we did. So almost a day later, we got to Paris, capital of French land. Paris is a big town, so on the way to where we was going, we saw the sights. Yep, we saw all the sights, even the plaster of Paris.
Who's there?
Lieutenant Schnorsbrown back from the front. I have returned with the prisoners, Major.
Ach, good, Schnorsbrown. I will question them personally.